How's it going, guys? My name is Kolgi, and today I'm going to be showing you basically command blocks, intro to command blocks. Now, I have set up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 commands to show you. And by the way, this video is if you don't really have any experience with command blocks. This is kind of to help you get started. A lot of this is mainly used to get you to know how to make adventure maps. Most of these commands you can use in adventure maps. So I guess let's get right started. So first of all, we have /say. Now /say basically is typing in chat. Now it's say hi, and if you do it, it just says hi. And you can make that say hello, everything. And then there's a couple other extensions of that. Another one, you can do @p, and if you are unfamiliar with @p and @a, actually, hold on one second. So @a teleports every player in the game. @e teleports every entity. That includes armor stands, minecarts, cows, elder guardians, that kind of thing. And then we have nearest player, which is the closest player to the command block. @r, which is a random player. And then @s, which is I don't really use @s. It's not used for basic command blocks. Well, anyways, so @p is me, the closest player, and hi. So if I press this, it'll say Kolgi hi, which is quite cool because it replaces this with my name, and that is pretty cool. And these three here are whisper, message, and tell. I do not know the difference between all three of these. All they do is just whisper to you. So maybe there's a significant difference in like multiplayer, but they basically are the same thing. So that is /say. By the way, you can like take a look. It's quite simple. You don't need quotations or anything. Now, moving on. Teleport. This one is one of the most important command blocks in the game, or commands. To me, at least. And what this does is it teleports you. I'll explain all this in a minute, though. So, it teleported me up. If I press it again, it teleported me up, which is actually quite cool. This will also teleport me up. You see they look, I guess they look exactly the same. And then this one looks a little bit different. It has numbers. Now, coordinates are the X, Y, and Z. And a lot of command blocks use coordinates, especially for teleport and set block and fill and stuff. And so, for example, right now I'm at 8:57:51, and so if I tell 8:60:51, I'll teleport like up a couple blocks, just like that. Now, as for looking in this command block, squigglies represent the position of the command block. So this command, it's an easy way, like you don't need to get coordinates. So I'm taking the position of the command block, the position of the command block +5, and then the position of the command block. Now this is X, Y, and Z, so this is the same X, the same Z, and then it changes 5 vertically, so it goes up 5 blocks. This can be represented over here. Negative is this way, positive is this way. You see, this is going positive in the X, and this is going negative in the X. Now, if I look at this, it's going to teleport me -5 on the X, which should be this way 5 blocks. It was. And if I change this to +5, it should teleport me 5 blocks this way. So basically you can use these to replace coordinates in any position. So that is /teleport, and /teleport can be represented by /teleport or /TP. /TP is generally used because it's the exact same thing and this is shorter. Okay, moving on. We have /give. Now /give is how I give myself a diamond shovel, just like this. And now you see that just appeared out of nowhere and into my inventory. Now, this will give me a wooden shovel, so it'll give Kolgi, because I'm the closest player, a wooden shovel. If I press this, I got myself a wooden shovel. I press it again, I get another one, just like that. And /clear is, it clears all the wooden shovels. So if I press clear, it'll get rid of all the wooden shovels in my inventory, and it got rid of all 3. So if I get one, it'll get rid of the wooden shovel. And I give these 3 to me. Now this one, clear @p, this is without the wooden shovel. Just putting /clear without an actual item will clear everything. So that is a quick way to get everything out of someone's inventory. Game mode. Game mode is how you go from creative mode to survival mode. Hopefully you know this. It's quite simple. It's /game mode, and then the game mode that you want, and then who you want to target. So The closest player will put me in, it'll put the closest player in adventure mode, so there we go, I'm in adventure mode, I can't do anything. And then this will put me back in creative mode. So game mode, whatever game mode you want, and then what player you want. And you can also replace this with actual player names. @p works too. So that is game mode. Let's move on. Game rule. Now, game rule is quite helpful if you're trying to make specific rules in your map. And by rules, I mean like if mobs are spawning, or if you drop your items when you die, or how fast you respawn, that kind of thing. So in here, you can see all of the game rules. So let's take a couple look at these. Command block output says it so command blocks do not put things in chat when it runs the command. Disable raids. Raids don't happen. The sun doesn't move. Entities don't drop their items. Fire doesn't spread. Yeah, so you can take a look at these. All of these are pretty like fall. You can turn off fall damage and fire damage. I don't really know what this one does, but yeah. So a couple of these are quite important. So one of the ones that I usually like is keep inventory. It keeps it so I don't lose my items. And so game rule, keep inventory true. So if I turn this on right in the chat there, if I set my spawn point here, just like that, and I kill myself, then I respawn right here. Immediate respawn, if I make this true, then if I kill myself, I immediately respawn. That was a little laggy. Let's try that again. Just like that. It stays true until you turn it off, which would just be switching this to false. And so now let's move on to mob spawning. This one is quite useful if you are working on a map that is in a dark space, or you need like no animals nearby. So this one is extremely useful because it does not mean that you cannot spawn mobs. If I get myself a sheep, oh my goodness. If I get myself a sheep, that does not mean that it will despawn. All this means is that mobs will not spawn naturally. So if I create a mob spawner right now, like a mob grinder, it would not work. I'll just let you exist for now. Then command block output. This one is definitely 100% you will want to use because I think it's raining, but we're in the it's weird. Okay, so it's dark, but that's okay. Doesn't matter. Command block output makes it so that the command block out it doesn't come up in chat. So if I click this, you see in the chat it says game rule mob due to mob spawning is now set to false. Well, if I turn this off, it won't appear in chat anymore. So it doesn't appear in chat, which it runs the command without showing me, which is extremely useful because it makes the whole game a lot clearer. And so that is game rule. Now on to spawn point. Spawn point, I kind of already showed you this. It sets your spawn point to coordinates, and you can just do spawn point colgi, and it will set your spawn point to your current position, or you can do it with the command block and set it to coordinates. So I set it to one block above this command block, because it's up one on the X or on the Y. Then this will set my spawn point with regular coordinates, same thing, and this one will kill me. Kill @p. Just like that. Now, the cool thing about kill or just any yes, okay, while we're here, I'm gonna take a quick second and look at @e. So @e is all entities. 9 out of 10 times, actually probably 99 out of 100 times, you will not want to just do /kill @e, and that's where brackets come in. Now these are a little complicated, but this allows you to do all this stuff to narrow down who you want to kill. So for example, if I do type equals sheep, then it will only kill the sheep. Just like that. It only killed the sheep. Now if I make it type equals armor stand, and I get myself an armor stand, and I kill them, they die. Type is not the only thing that you can use. You can see here there's all these sorts of things. If they have a certain tag, if they are at a certain position, if they have a score, if it's their name, I don't know how does, okay, and if they're distance. So for example, distance equals, actually no, that's kind of complicated. Let's move on. If you want another video on more depth look at this and how to do more complicated things, please let me know. But for now, I'm just going to keep moving on through the simple stuff. Next is set block. Now, set block basically sets a block. Whoa, how crazy is that? Sets a block at a current position. So, if this says set block, these same coordinates plus 2 up, redstone block, when I press it, it'll go 1, 2, and place a redstone block. Now, this is extremely useful. I use this all the time when I'm building. Now, this sets it to air, so if I press this, yes, you can also set block air, which is basically deleting the block, just like that. It doesn't exist anymore, it's not invisible, it's just completely gone. And now slash fill. This one is complicated. Now, this one takes 2 sets of coordinates and then fills all the blocks between and makes it a certain block that you specify. If you take a look here, it's filling. So all of this is in this little block, this little pillar here, because the X and Z coordinates do not change at all. And so it's filling from 2 blocks above the command block to 6 blocks above the command block with redstone blocks. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now, for example, if I change one of these to 2, I just made this wider because it filled from this command or this coordinate to this coordinate. So it takes a corner and it fills everything in between. Now, there's no way to make circles or anything. You have to use a world edit for that. But this is basically how you slash fill. Summon. Summon is a really cool command, and it allows you to summon mobs. So, for example, tropical fish. You can summon a tropical fish, and it spawned out of thin air, kind of like if I have a spawn egg, but it's done by command block. It summoned it at a certain coordinate, which is the same X, Y plus 1, and then the same Z. So it's supposed to spawn on the button, basically, so on the block with the button, which it does. Now this one will spawn at 10 blocks above the command block. And so this is how you make a fish murder device, which is fun, but also kind of horrific. So let's just move on. Here we have time and weather. Now this stuff, right now it is thundering, so actually that's time. Yes, well, it is not nighttime because the sun is not out. It is a thunderstorm right now, but for some reason the biome that I'm in does not make it so that it thunders on me. So time's at midnight. Actually, let me weather clear. Okay, let me make it clear weather so you can see this well. There's the sun. It's frozen in place because I turned off daylight cycle. You see it's not moving. Now, if I make it midnight, then there we go. It's midnight. And if I click this again, nothing changes. But then, oh, I'll just show you here. Time set midnight. So it's either time set or time quarry. Time quarry, daytime. I'm pretty sure it will just tell you the time. I don't really use quarry, but time set and then either a number, like 18,000 is midnight, or you can just do midnight. And then you have time set day, which makes it daytime. Then you have weather, which is basically rain or thunderstorms or clear. So if I set it to rain, which is weather, rain, it's really simple. It's super simple. You see the sky is a little darker now and the sun is gone. That's actually terrifying. But now it's supposed to be raining, and if I set it to clear weather, then it'll come on back just like that. That is weather and time. Now we move on to title. This one is where we start to get into the like kind of complicated commands that are only complicated if you want it to be like complicated. So with further ado, let's jump right into it. Title, Colgi, title, hello. You've probably seen these words before and you don't know how they work or how to do them, but they are super cool. So for example, let me copy this command here and paste it into here. So title is the name of the command, just like set block or tell. @p is me, the directed player. Title can be changed to action bar, subtitle. I don't know what times does, but let's make it an action bar for right now. And if I run this command, it puts it right there, which is pretty cool. So you can do that down there. Now you can add color to this, but it's a very long command, or longer command that you should probably copy and paste. Like I said, if you're interested in more complex looks into this, let me know. The end. Now, something you want to make sure is that you do have these quotation marks around your word, because if you don't, then it won't work. So if I take this away and I just put A, it doesn't run anything. Now it does work for numbers without needing quotation marks, but you do want, if you're gonna have any text, then yes, you want to put quotation marks around your word. Now we're into slash effect. Slash effect is pretty simple. All it does is it gives you an effect, like a potion effect. So for example, if I give myself levitation, so okay, let me take slash effect, give, it'll give an effect. It's either give or clear. So I can clear an effect for myself, or I can give myself an effect. This will not work. I'm no longer HH Cool Guy. Let's do Colkey. And then Minecraft levitation. So it's similar to slash set block, as in like Minecraft redstone block, but it's Minecraft levitation. 1 second, 1 amplified. So this is levitation 1 for 1 second, just like that. Now this is really, really cool, because I could give this to myself for 10 seconds, and I just begin going up and going up and going up. Slash clear, which basically gets rid of it. You saw that right there? It disappeared, and now I do not have it anymore. This is another way of putting it. It's pretty similar. Minecraft speed. I guess you don't need to put Minecraft, but give Colgi speed, and then 5 seconds, 100 amplified. So it's amplified 100 times, which is gonna make me super, super fast, which I'll show you in a second. Now true and false here at the end, you can see it says hide particles. So if I say false, I do not want to hide particles, then you see that I have the speed in the corner, and you can see the particle effects. Also, I'm so fast. I'm very, very fast. Now, if I change this and I make it so that it's true, then you don't see it in the corner, and you don't see potion effects. You still see it in the side there, but you do not see it in the corner of the screen. And so that is a cool way of making stuff obscure and that kind of thing. One super, super awesome way to do this is give your invisibility with hidden particles, because then you're actually like 100% invisible. Because you know before you could see the particles, but now you're not. You're completely invisible. Now that is slash effect. And by the way, you can take a look at all of. Okay, you can take a look at all of the effects you can give yourself: invisibility, jump boost, nausea, regeneration, speed, water breathing. Anyways, so moving on, replace item. This one is by far the most complicated one here, just because it's kind of complicated. It's similar to slash give, which was down there somewhere, but it's a little bit more complicated. So if you take a look at this here, slash replace item, I'm just going to run the command first. I have glass on my head, which is extremely cool. This is so cool. This is so cool. I'm an astronaut. Look at me. Now, this is quite cool, and you may wonder, how can I do that? If I get myself glass, there's no way I can put this on my head. And you're right, there is no way you can put this on your head, because you need replace item. So I'm going to go through this over here first. So you're going to replace item, which is the name of the command. At first we're going to do entity, just because that's what we're going to be doing, and at p, and I want to do this. You see all these options here: containers, ender chest, horse, hotbar, inventory, villager, weapon, all of those. But for now, we're going to do armor.head, like that, and then I can do glass. So if I run the command, oops. Okay, I need to line this up. No. There we go. I have the glass on my head, which is really, really cool. So, replace item, entity, me, armor.head, glass. Now this one is a little bit different. This is replace item block. Now block is special because it uses coordinates. So replace item block, and then certain coordinates. This coordinates is the coordinates of the chest right now. Container 13 wooden shovel. If I come in here and I count 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It should be right in the middle there. Yes, 0 is a container. It fills container 13. I run the command, and I have a wooden shovel right in the middle, which is really cool. And as for the last one here, we have weapon offhand shield for me. And so if I press this, I now have just equipped a shield in my offhand, which is really cool. All of this is really cool. Like, that's why I'm showing you. That is all of the commands that I have to show you today. With these 12 command blocks, you can make extreme structures. Now, what I'm going to do right here, because we're at the end, is I'm going to go show you 2 or 3 awesome redstone and command block creations that I built. So let's go head into those worlds, and I can show you around. Okay, so over here we have built Bed Wars, and it may not look like much. It may not look like much at all. But the real struggle was back here. Now, I did all of this, or at least I think I did all of this on my own. Yes, I did all of this on my own. So if you take a look here, here we have a bunch of command blocks. Out of all of the commands that I showed you, only one of them that is used in this build I did not show you today. And you can just see how much it takes. It's super complicated just to make all of this. Most of this was just for making the Bed Wars shop, which is super complicated and honestly absurd. So this is just one of the cool victories of my creative experience. Let's go check out another one. Here we have a school that I built with my friends, and it doesn't look like much at first. I mean, it never looks like much at first. I mean, it's just a regular school, you know, without a roof. But over here, this is where everything worked. Now, this was a zombie survival game. So zombies would spawn, and they would get more stacked and harder to kill as the game went along. So, for example, here I use chain command blocks a ton. You can see just how much went into making this work. Okay, I guess I never used those. Either way, this was super complicated commands. This is just a second one of some of the builds that I have done. Okay, aside from looking at all the super huge complex ones, this is actually a quite simpler one that you might be able to see on your own. Now this was capture the flag, and you can see there's only a couple command blocks here, and all of them are super important, but it still works the same way. If you are building, this is probably what you're going to see, because it's not super complicated. It's not too crazy. I mean, it's complicated when you don't know what's going on, but yeah, so this is a very realistic outcome to what some of your command block creations might look like. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, leave a like. If you want more videos like this, make sure to subscribe. If you want more videos like this in the future, please let me know. I'm totally happy to go into detail on some of the command blocks that I did today. Well, anyways, this has been Colgi, and I'm out. I'll see you guys next time.